Welcome to Kaieteur Radio 99.1, 99.5 FM. It's Thursday, January 26th. I'm GHK Lall. This is the National Outlook. Something a little different today, but something a bit troubling. And I put it before you. The Guyana Revenue Authority dismisses staff involved in fraud, collusion. Fraud. They have swindled something that belongs to us. Taken money, not charged people enough that they should have. That's fraud. Collusion. They have tied bundle, to use our language, our local language. They have tied bundle with the public, members of the public, to cheat us, the taxpayers, and the Treasury from whatever should have rightfully and accurately gone into our coffers. The GRA has dismissed the staff. That's a positive development, and I would like to see that happening across the board in various public agencies and ministries where we know, we suspect, we speculate, we understand, we hear that there are all kinds of roguery and skullduggery going on. But nothing happens. And the higher we go in this country, in ministries, in public offices, in political offices, the more costly, the more rampant the corruptions are. We know that. It's a public secret in this country. It's been long been a public secret in this country, regardless if it's the PNC in power or the PPP in power, or the AFC is part of the mix. This is governance in Guyana. This is our environment in this country. So we should not quibble. We should not shrink from speaking to those truths. So the GRA dismissed staff. I want to know how many of them were dismissed. I'm sure you do too. That's something that we need to know. Here's more, which I think that the GRA lapsed, and I think that the Commissioner General should have done something about this, instructed his HR people to say, hey, listen, we can't go just half step. We have to go the whole full 9 yards here on this. How many people were dismissed? What are their names? Which departments they were in? What were the details? What were the amounts involved? Why was that not in the Kaieteur News report coverage article on Saturday last? Why was that left? That was deliberately, I would think, not part of the thing. Deliberately, I would say. That does not serve the public's interest. When somebody steals, a clerk, a manager, steals, impersonates, embezzles, whatever, from a private sector place, Regent Street store, some place on the East Coast, something involved with collecting money or taking bribes, we hear about them, we know their identities, we even see their photographs. That should have been a part of this too. That should have been part of the GRA press release on the employees dismissed. Names, faces, what they did, if they're going to pay any fines after they've been dismissed, and if they're going to be taken to the courts. The provisions are in the GRA as for imprisonment. I think that because corruption is such a cancer in this country, that imprisonment had to be, that a court time and due process had to have followed after dismissal, and if jail time is necessary or a huge fine, then so be it. We have to set an example and to make examples of people so that there's a deterrent for those who are sitting and thinking, well, that was a slap in the wrist and my turn will come. Can't happen, not acceptable. I'm GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1, 99.5 FM. Thank you for listening to the National Outlook.